first and foremost po, paano po ba nakakaapekto sa ating well-being ang stress? Physically and emotionally speaking. Yan. Go ahead po.
Ayan. Ayan, actually yung stress, importante yan sa buhay natin. No? So actually, it's very important for self-preservation. At saka may tatlong klase yung stress. No? So there is this eustress or good stress. Ito yung nagmo-motivate sa atin. For example, mayroon tayong task or activity, no, that would help us motivate to do our best. No? So meron din tayong de-stress, no, or your bad stress. Kunwari may sunog, no, so our sympathetic nervous system is activated to that stressful situation. So kung mapapansin mo, mas alert ka, right? Mas alert ka na you can carry yung fridge, yung mga mabigat na fridge, no, and then you're able to bring a lot of stuff outside your house. No, so and this is because no, our sympathetic nervous system is activated. Bumibilis yung pumping ng heart natin, tumataas yung blood pressure, yung blood sugar natin, and eventually, no, our cortisol is also elevated. So, however, no, in this stressful situation, pagkatapos nun, pagod na pagod yung pakiramdam mo. So, actually, this is the acute type of stress, right? But, if magiging chronic na siya, kunwari, no, yung stressor mo, yung boss mo, no? So, every time you see your boss, every time you go to work, nasa stress ka, no, so this is paulit-ulit, no, after a while your body will be exhausted, no, and then after a while, no, it would affect how you sleep, hindi ka nakakatulog. So kung makatulog ka man, pagising mo, you're tired, no, and then of course kung pagod ka, hindi ka makapag-exercise, no, and people who are stressed out, no, tend to live unhealthy behavior. So they tend to smoke, nag-start na sa sigarilyo, they drink excessive amounts of alcohol. And of course, pagod. So, hindi nag-exercise and they eat unhealthy food. No? So, if you lack sleep, so you would tend to eat more of the salty, sweet, and fatty foods, no, that would lead you to gain weight. And of course, kung wala kang tulog, irritable tayo, di ba? No? And sumit tayo compared to when we're able to have a good night's rest. And when we lack sleep, no, as I mentioned, we tend to eat unhealthy. No?
Okay, what happened, Atty.Dot? I cannot monitor her anymore.
Medyo
Yung
mahina.
audio
Medyo
niya.
mahina. Oo.
Ayan.
Baka kailangan
Bakit mayroon-
ayusin yung audio.
Okay, attorney, bakit mayroon mga pagkain doon na matatamis? Sorry, hindi ko na monitor
Oo,
masyado
kasi-
yun, Atty.Dot. Okay.
Oo,
I
hindi
was
ba-
busy
hindi ba,
talking
Miss
to
Annie?
someone, Atty.Dot. I would like to be very honest.
Opo,
Hindi
opo.
ko siya na-catch up. Attorney, you
Opo.
go ahead. You explain it to me, please. Thank you.
Opo. Pinag-usapan po ni Doktora yung mga different na mga causes. I mean, mga consequences if you have stress. So, one of the things na minention po niya ay minsan, kumakain ka na lang ng mga salty o kaya kumakain ka na matatamis para to deal with your stress. And ano pa yung mga ibang mga consequences, hindi makatulog, tapos you feel tired all the time, kaya hindi ka ngayon nakakapag-exercise. And ano pa yung mga sinabi niya. Ako nga, Miss Annie, hindi tayo natapos kanina tungkol sa brother ko, no? Ang nangyari sa akin, when my brother suddenly died, best friend ko, hindi ako makabangon. Nandun lang ako sa kama. I really felt depressed. Mga 1 month yon. Hindi ako makatayo, hindi ako makakain. Kinakatok ako ng mga katulong. Sinasabi nila, hapon na po, 4 o'clock na po, hindi pa po kayo nag-aalmusal. Anyway, andyan na yata si Doc. Miss Annie, would you like to introduce her again?
Thank you very much, Atty.Dot. Maraming salamat, Doktora. Ituloy natin. This is very important. Nung hindi yung mga tao na hindi marunong mag-handle ng stress. Doc Beshi, let's go to our topic now. Paano ba mamamanage effectively, that's the word, effectively, ang stress, because we cannot avoid this. Ano ang mga techniques, and coping mechanisms sa stress? Ayan, sige. Let's listen. Ayan, dito kay Doc Beshi. Sige po, we are interested.
Okay.
Go ahead, please.
Okay. So, as I mentioned kanina, so kung if it's acute stress, it is a very important type of stress. But if nagiging chronic na siya, So ito yung kailangan nating i-mitigate, no? So chronic stress no would lead to diseases. So kaya kailangan nating puksain. So there are a lot of ways to manage our stress. No, we can do deep breathing techniques. No? So when we do deep breathing, yung humihinga ng malalim and then you exhale, right? So this would help us calm down. So when we inhale, our heart rate goes up. And when we exhale, our heart rate goes down. So when our heart rate goes down, this is very important for relaxation response. So, and it is when we focus on our breath, no, our exhalation, we lengthen your exhalation, then we feel calmer. Second is we need to know our breathing. Kung yung chest breather, no, yung umakyat yung chest, no, so that is stressful breathing. No, this is associated with our sympathetic nervous system, yung stress response. But when we do abdominal breathing, no, so parang lumalaki yung, every time we inhale, lumalaki yung chan, and then exhale, lumiliit siya, no, so that's abdominal breathing, especially when you sing, no, when you use your abdomen. So when we do this, we tend to be calm, no, so we use the abdominal breathing, the lower part of our body activates the vagus nerve. So ito yung vagus nerve, ito yung key nerve sa parasympathetic nervous system. Ito yung opposite ng sympathetic nervous system. And this is the longest cranial nerve ng katawan natin. And of course, movement, no, doing yoga, physical activity, tai chi, or any movement for that matter, maski mag-akyat lang sa hagdan or walking, no, that's very, very good for us, no, because when we do walk, our do physical activity, our endorphins are released. No, endorphins is our feel-good hormones. Our serotonin is also released. No, this is important for our mood. So when we do physical activity, it would regulate our mood. Dopamine is released. No, so yung dopamine importante ito sa motivation. No, so our motivation to live and will to live. And norepinephrine is also helpful for our focus and memory. So of course, during stressful situation, diba, parang you need to have good judgment, no, so that you'll be able to solve problems in life. So that's why physical activity will really be of big help. Okay, so you can also do yes po. You can do self-expression. You can do self-expression, like playing the music. Yeah, playing musical instrument, or you can do singing.
Okay. Atty.Dot, quickly lang, bago ko ipasa sa inyo, Atty.Dot, with your permission, please. Doktora, you made mention a while ago, yung breathing is very important, no? Mayroon,
yes po.
For acute stress, can you give us quickly, ano ba itong acute stress? Kahit dalawang example, what is this acute stress?
Okay. Acute stress is, kunwari, may sunog, di ba? Yung sunog, of course, your body is activated or pinara ka ng police officer while you're driving, no? So parang, parang kinakabahan ka ng saglit. No, but it's an intense feeling, pero short duration lang siya. No, compared mo sa chronic stress, ito yung everyday, no? Everyday na nangyayari. Kasi your body does not differentiate yung real life-threatening situation and perceive, no? Yung iniisip mo na threatening siya, no? So,
and what kind of breathing do you need here? What binigay niyo yung dalawang example na yan. What kind of breathing do you need here? Kasi may deep breathing na sinasabi mo. Is this the inhale and exhale? O mayroon kayong binanggit na abdominal breathing. Saan mo ito i-apply?
Abdominal.
Okay.
Abdominal.
Okay.
Abdominal.
Okay. So, kita mo na yan. Kasi ako, Atty.Dot, mayroon ako, as being asthmatic, mayroon akong exercise na binigay ng aking pulmonologist. Kailangan, mayroon kang breathing na binigay sa akin. Inhale, exhale, pwede mong hold yung breath paghinga mo. Dito naman, hindi ko pa maaaral yung abdominal. Doc.
Abdominal
Abdominal
dito galing
breathing.
sa abdomen. Oo.
Okay. So, ibig sabihin, yun ang dalawa. Sa madaling salita, pwede mong i-apply. Oo nga, may stress kapag pinara ka. Hindi mo alam kung ano yung kasalanan mo. Basta pinara ka. Oo. Pero, short duration lang yan. Okay. Yan. Sige daw. Attorney, napaka-importante nitong tinatalakay natin. Ayan. Go ahead, Attorney.Dot. Okay. Go ahead, Attorney, with your question. Thank you.
Oo. Miss Annie, i-affirm ko lang yung sinabi ni Doktora, yung regarding sa intense stress, no? Kasi nangyari yan sa sister ko. Hindi ako naniniwala sa mga ganyang kwento dati. Nagkasunog dun sa may apartment nila. She was pregnant, no? Si Marika, yung panganay namin. Nakakarga talaga siya ng ref. Believe it or not. Kasi naririnig ko na yan dati eh. Oo, nailabas niya yung ref niya, mag-isa siya. So, yun na yung sinasabi na intense stress. Pero yung chronic stress, yun naman yung nangyari sa akin. Hindi ako makatulog, nakahiga lang ako, iniisip ko yung kapatid ko na namatay. And so, at ang gusto kong itanong na susunod, no, Doktora, at what point will we know that we already need to seek professional help, like maybe a psychiatrist, dahil hindi na po applicable yung kahit anong mga stress relievers na natuturo sa atin? When do we call a professional to help us? Go ahead po, Doktora.
So, for example, hindi na ka nakakatulog, no? You mentioned para hindi nakakatulog or sometimes tulog ka na ng tulog, no? Nawawala na yung interest or pleasure mo in doing things. Or feeling mo that you're down, you're hopeless, you're depressed, you're sad, no? And then parang nawawala na ng energy, no? You have very little energy. Nawawala na rin yung appetite mo, or you tend to overeat, no? You feel bad about yourself, na feeling mo, ay, parang failure na ako, or I have let my family down. And then you also lost your trouble concentrating. So even though you're reading your newspaper, parang lumilipad po yung isip ninyo. And you would also notice, no, that you would speaking faster or sometimes medyo mahina o mabagal. And worst is, kung meron ka ng thoughts of suicidal ideation. No, so these are the things, no, that kailangan mo na magpa-check up. Okay? You might have symptoms of depression.
Okay. Doktora and Miss Annie, before I give the screen to Miss Annie, meron lang akong isang tanong na I'm sure marami sa mga nanonood sa atin ay gustong malaman. How should you deal with stress na nanggagaling sa tao na kasama mo araw-araw? Kunwari, opisina mo. Hindi ba? Alam mo, Miss Annie, meron akong inaanak sa kasal dati na sabi niya sa akin, hindi siya mabuntis-buntis kasi kasama niya. Yung table niya nandito, doon lang sa harap niya, nandun yung naiinggit sa kanya at gumagawa ng kung ano-anong kwento. How do you deal with stressors and stress kung wala kang magawa? Talagang ganun yung situation eh. Doon ganun talaga yung, o kaya asawa mo. Kasama mo talaga sa bahay pero ini-stress ka araw-araw, di ba? Doktora, go ahead po with your answer.
Okay. Yeah. So actually, no, there are a lot of things that we cannot control. No, we cannot control what people think about you. You cannot control what the people's reaction towards you. No, what you can control is yourself. Yung reaction mo dun sa tao, no, sa isang tao, no, you can actually reframe your thoughts. No, see the positive things in that person. And of course, focus on the good things that's happening in your life. No, do not focus on what's wrong, no, but focus on what's the person is doing to you, no. And of course, we have to cultivate deep and meaningful relationships with each other, no. Have social supports, no, that would help us, and parang may kakampi din tayo, no. Of course, hindi natin aawayin ng tao, no. Sometimes, no, we just have to pray for them, no, and I hope that they would be in favor, no, with your decisions in life. That's why we cannot just make sure, no, remember that we cannot control others, but we can control how we react to the feelings and disposition of other people.
Ayan. Alam mo, Atty.Dot, gusto ko yung sinabi niya, Attorney.
Yes.
Sorry po, naputol kita, Attorney. Gusto ko yung sinabi niya na hindi natin aawayin. Di ba? Hindi natin aawayin. Napakaganda nun, Attorney. Parang napakahirap gawin, pero napakaganda. Maire-relate ko yan, Atty.Dot. Doon naman sa teaching and the church. Dahil kapag ginawan ka ng masama, hindi mo siya susuklian ng masama sa masama. Ayan. So, sa madaling salita, Atty.Dot, totoo yung sinasabi mo, Attorney. Totoo, napakahirap sa isang workplace na ganun yung environment mo. May stress ka
Yes.
doon. May stress ka doon. Pero, kung gagawin mo itong sinabi ni Doktora, hindi mo sila aawayin. Di ba po? Plus yung teaching na huwag
Okay.
mo siyang gawa ng masama. Ginawa ka ng masama, gantihan mo pa rin ng mabuti. Ayan. Thank you dyan sa teaching
Alam mo-
namin na yan. Thank you, Kuya. Maraming salamat.
Yes, Miss
And
Annie,
of course, kay Brad
talagang-
Eli. Atty.Dot, go ahead please. Thank you.
Yes, talagang napakabait mo, Ma'am Annie. And of course, si Kuya, yan ang turo niya. Pero, ito na naman ako sa pero. Oh,
Attorney!
Yan talaga ang dapat
Alam ko
gawin.
yung sasabihin mo.
Oo,
Sige,
yan
pero,
talaga.
go ahead. Gusto ko marinig yun, Atty.Dot. Go ahead, please.
Alam mo,
I'm excited to hear
palabas
that.
natin eh. Oo. Siyempre, meron kang opportunity na marinig yung kabilang side. Pero, I mean, Miss Annie, ever since na napasama ko sa serbisyong bayanihan, talagang ang laki ng pinagbago ko. Kaya lang, Miss Annie, kung kunwari, natatrample na yung rights mo, no? Kasi I'm a lawyer also eh, di ba?
That's
Kung
correct. That's
natatrample na
correct.
yung rights mo, for instance, sinisiraan ka na hindi naman totoo yung sinasabi at ang dami nang naniniwala
That's
sa kanya.
correct.
Aba, pwede mo nang kasuhan yan. Kasi meron din tayong law profile. Pwede mo nang kasuhan yan. Di ba? Oo. Mamili
Thank
ka,
you,
oral defamation, libel.
Pero I
ang
would
ganda
like to be
talaga ng
very, thank you, Atty.Dot, because
Yes.
you're very honest.
Yes.
Maraming salamat. Ako din,
Yes.
nagpapasalamat din ako eh. Kasi kung hindi rin sa teaching ng church, kung hindi rin kay Kuya at kay Brad Eli, hindi rin ako ganon. Eh, pare-pares naman tayo mamamatay eh. Di ba? O anong gusto mo? Sige, go! Ayan. Yung ba tipo, hindi tama yung ginagawa mo. Hindi pwede yon. Pero salamat sa Diyos kasi na-cure yun,
Yes.
di ba? Dahil sa
Yes,
teaching,
oo.
malaking bagay. At dahil
Yes.
sa pagsasabi mo na
Yes.
nung napasama ka dito sa serbisyong bayanihan, napakalaki naman
Bumait
yung...
ako. Bumait ako.
Thank you,
Ang laki.
Atty.Dot. Ma'am,
Ayan. Oh, sige,
nakakatuwa
konti na
yung
lang.
mga
Isa na
nire-reveal
lang.
ni
Wala na tayo.
Atty.Dot. Go ahead, Attorney. Balikan natin si Ma'am,
Wala na
si Doktora.
tayong
Go
oras.
ahead, please.
Babalikan ko. Okay. Doktora, kasi wala na po tayong oras. Ano na lang po ang pinaka last advice po ninyo regarding how to deal with stress? Kanina nasabi po ninyo, yung makinig sa music, gawin yung mga mag-exercise. Igawa po tayo ng isang mahabang listahan para po ito po yung isi-share po natin sa mga followers po natin sa FB. Go ahead po, Dr. B. Share. Fernand.
Okay. Yeah. So, actually, in lifestyle medicine, we utilize the 6 pillars. To be 6 pillars, yes, of course, nutrition, no, eating healthy, like fruits, vegetables, avoidance of processed meat and processed foods, no, which could actually help actually increase our stress level because of inflammation of the brain that could lead to anxiety and depression. No, so eating healthy, drinking a lot of water, and of course, doing physical activity. No, I've mentioned a while ago ang importance ng physical activity to our body, and of course, having enough sleep. No, having enough sleep would help us improve our mood. So mas less tayo na maging irritable, and then we will be able to foster deep and meaningful relationships kasi of course kung kulang ka sa tulog magagalit ka sa anak mo, no, minsan for no reason at all, no. So sleep better, like 7 to 9 hours a night, and of course you have up to avoid alcohol use, cigarette smoking, no, and other risky substances. You have also to maintain social connectedness, no, with your families and friends, and of course your loved ones. No, have quality time with your partners and of course your children, because these are gonna be your support in times of a stressful situation. Meron kang kaagapay, no? So you know that somebody is gonna be with you. And actually, in a study, no, in Harvard, it's adult developmental study. Actually, this is the longest study, no? It spans 1932, and then until now, it's still ongoing. So in this study, it has been shown that the predictor for longevity and happiness is having a strong social connections. And having this, no, because of course the support, will be able to manage your stress well. Of course, we have positive psychology techniques, right? No, having hope, optimism, and love. No, of course, we have love for our families, for our friends, of course, our love for God. No, so we know that God will be there, no, to help us in times of stress. No, so a lot of my patients, no, would have, of course, 90 to 90% usually sa patients ko, they come to the clinic because of stress, because they are stressed out. Tumataas yung blood pressure, tumataas yung sugar, no, sumasakit yung mga kung ano-anong part ng katawan. No, but I always tell them, you have to pray in the evening, no, kasi hindi sila nakakatulog dahil sa dami ng stress. And of course, when I always tell them, okay, you have to lift up your cares to the Lord, and He will give you rest. No, so that by that simple advice, no, usually the patients will be able to have a restful sleep in the evening and be able to manage their stress when they wake up in the morning.
I hope we can
napakaganda
have
naman.
you again. Attorney, ang ganda na sinabi ni Dr. Bessie.
Oo. Okay, Dr. Bishe, wala na po tayong oras. But sabi nga po ni Ma'am Annie, we hope that you can come back because this is really a very, very good topic. And Miss Annie, kasi usually ang guest natin, yung magagamot na, no? Magagamot ng sakit.
Correct.
Bakit ba nagkakasakit? Kadalasan kasi yung stress, yan nagbibigay ng sakit, di ba? Kaya napaka-importante how to prevent mga illnesses by avoiding stress. So at this point, wala na po tayong oras. Maraming salamat po kay Dr. Bishe Fernan, who is a family and community medicine specialist of the Philippine College of Lifestyle Medicine, or PCLM. Maraming salamat po from the bottom of our hearts, and we look forward to having you again.